Come pick me up. I've landed. You've landed, team. You've landed. You've only for a moment, if only for intercession of time, you've landed home. Your home energy, your home frequency may be feeling pretty at ease, pretty in balance at this time. It may have taken quite a bit to get there. Might have been a day or two ago, a week ago, that things were feeling stifled, stuck, and perhaps even painful. Hello, high flyers and deep divers. Welcome to Aerie Intuitions. These are some intuitive readings. As we're in the energy of Leo and the Lion's Gate, this reading will definitely touch on some Lion's Gate energy. Yeah, and landing in that lion heart, the courage to be ourselves, the courage to roar when we need to roar, to score when we need to score, and to take action from aligned perspectives. So what do we need to know, see, and hear? Calling in the angels, spirits, and guides, ascended masters and ancestors, and Yeshua, Archangel Michael, Archangel Sandalphon, Brigitte. Yes, the Earth Fairies. The Earth Fairies have been very present lately. Rabbit energy galore this season, this summer. Hummingbirds and wild new fruits and flowers. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Let's see what we need to know, see, and hear. And we're going to call on the Divine Feminine Oracle. Divine Feminine Oracle. What do we need to know, see, and hear? I think we'll go to the Prism Oracle next, which is a lovely little deck here. Gorgeous cover. All about color, that prismatic expression of our being, how that ties into the sign synchronicities and signposts for learning and expansion. Come on. Let's get one more from the Divine Feminine. One more from the Divine Feminine. I don't get too crazy with it. Zhu Zongjing. Zhu Zongjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. Perhaps we felt like we've landed in a bit of peace. Come pick me up, I've landed. Come home to myself, I've come home to that place of peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Yeah, when we find clarity of mind, we often find clarity of direction and purpose. The mystic of peace. Yeah, landing from any of that, up in the sky, up in our thoughts, overthinking, anxiety, depression, worry, Kali, yeah, Kali energy definitely coming through a lot lately. This dark goddess, destroyer and the creator, mother of the universe. Beheading your demons. I release all that does not serve me. It is time to be the truth of who I am, the light, the love, the fierceness, the authority I'm hearing, the divine authority, to embrace your divine feminine authority here with Kali, creator and destroyer. Hindu gods here, beheading the inner demons, embracing the life and death cycle, living from that spark. Also gives us blue ray, Arcturians. Some people believe, there's a belief that, the blue race, the ascended masters and gods and goddesses of Hindu culture were based off of a race of extraterrestrial or star beings, light beings, who are perceived with blue skin, which could belong to both the Arcturians and the avian race, both known to be blue skinned. We have double daggers here, so very much Queen of Swords energy with my Bago and Kali each wielding the sword with their left hand, wielding the left hand signifying wielding feminine power. The warrior saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. When you truly devote to being a warrior of love, of true love, because, love doesn't always look nice, but it's always the kind thing to do, to be truthfully loving and lovingly truthful. I am a warrior of love, light warriors. You have been warriors. You have learned how to be a warrior in your life. Take that energy and devote it to being the truth of who you are, is what we're getting here with Kali and Mai Bago. Yamoya. Oh, yes. Mermaid energies for sure. You may be seeing videos with mermaids, or just maybe watching The Little Mermaid, or some other adventure shows, movies. Got ocean energy, that ocean of motion and the ocean, intuition. The goddess of all that flows, getting into a flow state, learning to trust. I am in an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to that which exists within me. Yeah, connecting to the dark matter, the dark void, feminine, creative, infinite potential. Yeshi Sogyal. Yeshi Sogyal, the Lady of the Lotus born, also wears a skull at the crown, recognizing that, knowing the death and rebirth cycles, acceptance. Some of you have come to accept death more fully, more deeply. Others of you are in that cycle of seeing the signs of death and undoing the overreactiveness to something that's rather natural in this physical world. The body was made for enlightenment. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. So we're being called to embody love, to embody in those lotuses, your chakras. And at each of the chakras is also believed to be a lotus of light, of divine fire. And Yeshi Sogyal, Sogyal, Say so guile. I need to look at her up more. For sure. My body was made for enlightenment. Your body was made to be enlightened. The keys, the codes are all there. The DNA, the untapped, unlocked DNA, the junk DNA, which, if you ever listen to a channel named Cryon, talks about how that junk DNA is all of the spiritual DNA, the records, the Akashic records. Green Tara, yes, absolutely, that earth fairy energy, divine mother of earth, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Following the heart, following peace of the heart, the guidance of peace and hope and healing. She's got out the true peace fingers, fingers of receiving. Jesus, as we spoke of Jesus joining us at this time. Yeah, I get her flowers look like yeah, from the fifth element too, that kind of being from the fifth element. I believe she's blue, but I'm really getting that from her. Also seahorses, again, more sea imagery here, connections to Aquarius, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do what my heart compels me to do because I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear to listen to the heart, to listen to the guidance of the heart. And Spirit says, sure, we can mention what's underneath Zhu Zhangjing, Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, and Mary Magdalene. I am between heaven and earth, and I am fully human and fully divine. This is your message for today, and to confirmation as well for where we've landed. We've landed in this space of coming to step out of duality, shifting from fourth dimension into the fifth dimension. I am fully human and fully divine. We're not part of the stars. We're not part of this earth or part of, a twin flame, divided and all these. I am all fully human and fully divine. This body is made for enlightenment, for peace, for love, for truth. Yeah, you're cutting through the crap, cutting through the nonsense. It's helping you to get clear about what's in your heart, to anchor in peace, to anchor in that divine light. The Buddha of enlightened action. So taking inspired action here. Prism Oracle. What do we need to... one flipping out already. You didn't get to shuffling. What do we need to know, see, and hear? What do we need to know and see about this death we've been going through, this ego death, this spiritual ego death? Yes. Yeah. Once we start realizing that our human ego has kind of been getting in the way for some time, it can be very common for our ego to adopt a spiritual ego. And often it does, and can be just as much, not always, challenging as balancing the human ego, the old ego, the ego that we are conditioned, natured, nurtured to have, coming into balance, balancing the masculine, the feminine, balancing your interaction as both a divine being, loving the matchy color here, as a divine being, so mountains, significance, balance, and getting in nature, water, mountains. Green Tara, yeah, it's this green energy, the heart. I do what my heart compels me to do. Yes, when you're in a place of balance, you can listen to your heart more fully. Balancing your experience between heaven and earth too. Simply look at what's kind of outlying. Like the spokes on a bicycle tire. A bicycle wouldn't work well if some of the spokes are this long and some are this long. So, where can we bring in some of those spokes and where can we lengthen and shorten them? It takes determination to be a warrior of love. It takes determination and devotion to attract resources and support. You've been calling in resources and support. You're so supported and protected because you've been devoting yourself to the self-work. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't try to claim something that's not working for you, because that can create all kinds of confusion in the energetic body. Determination. Be determined to release what doesn't serve you at this time. It's time to be the truth of who you are. Happiness is your greatest gift to others. Happiness, she hid under, line. The dark days are over, the dark days are under. Dog days of summer relates to when we are under the influence of Sirius, constellation Sirius, the dog star, as they call it. I'm a warrior of love. I follow my happiness. I follow my love, my peace, my intuition. I'm being guided to happiness by my intuition. You're following what's in your heart. You're following, giving birth to a happier timeline, to a happier earth. Being called to get into this flow here with Yamoya. Could not make this spiritualistic, fragicalistic, supercalifragia, spiritualistic stuff up. There it is. Yamoya. I am the ocean of creative energy. I give birth to that what exists within me. It's time to give birth to happiness, to give birth to what makes you happy, to give birth to a state of happiness that welcomes in more things that support happy resources, that help us feel happily supported and loved. And the goddess of all that flows, Yamoya, mermaid goddess, Aerie energies as well, with the original, as far as we know, story of a mermaid, Aerie. And allowing the intuition to flow. So you're headed for illumination, enlightenment. Right with the next card, right after Yamoya, we have Yashi Sogayo. Yashi Sogayo, Lady of the Lotus Born. My body was made for enlightenment, illumination, solar energies. We're in this opportunity, Lionsgate here, to illuminate our personal power, our personal truths. And no pressure. You're not required to step all the way in to break every cycle right now in this season and be like this raw, amazing, powerful, totally transformed. Like, be easy on yourself. You can take it a little at a time. You can take it a few weeks, months, years at a time. It's different for everybody. But this time is illuminating for you as well. And you're beginning to see that as you follow what's in your heart, as you clear the way, as you allow spirit, angels, guides to work with us, the dragons, the unicorns. We've been talking about the dragons clearing the way. Yeah, you're beginning to isolate what makes us happy and which does not. Also, hearing we've been in that period of isolation, whether it's been, like I said, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 4 years, 10 years, whatever it took for you to release that which does not serve you, that period of isolation where we find ourselves climbing the mountain often with no one else. When we climb a mountain, it's between you and you. Yeah, we have the support of our friends, but when we are truly climbing towards a destination of what's in our heart and our soul, it can feel a bit like isolation, but you're being isolated to get clear, to get clarified, purified, and you're also being called to trust the mystery. It's also, there may have been a little mystery about what it is that's no longer serving us. Perhaps it's taken some time. And it's good to allow that mystery of how things unfold, to trust the process. Feels like the wild unknown to me. Wild unknown. First card showing on the bottom is the Sun card. We're really feeling this Lionsgate Leo energy. Drop a comment where your Leo placement is, if you know, in the comment section. Couple more. What do we need to know, see, and hear from the wild unknown tarot? I'll stop right there. All right. 10 of Cups. Good place to stop. 10 of Cups can be a tricky one because it can indicate some possible illusions. On the positive side, it talks about all of our wishes, our dreams, our completing the cycle as well. So you've completed a cycle. Yeah, and these cycles we go through are less cycles and more of a choice. And for us, given by our higher selves, given by our team of guides that we agreed upon when we came into this life, to go through the flow of energy, which is what you could call a cycle. And it may feel like we're trapped in these cycles. What's unraveling is the mystery that's underneath it of the feeling, what it is we're reaching for, the happiness. What did you start? Why did you want to wake up, from that which doesn't serve you? Why did we start calling on the goddesses? Why did we start following our heart, trusting the mystery, but also diving deep, digging deep for that mystery of what is it that is driving the cycles? What feeling are you trying to create? Or is the universe getting you to see that you want to create? The Hierophant. You've got the keys, you've got the wisdom. And Spirit wants you to keep sharing with others, those with ears to hear. Have that saying of don't feed your pearls to swine. And not that pigs are bad, it's just a saying of like giving up on trying to, maybe not giving up, but letting go of trying to be a warrior of understanding, be a more of a warrior of love. You got to love yourself enough. Try not to live other people's experiences, to use your energy, Capricorn energy, to overcome, yeah, those devilish energies, those bonds that ties us to people pleasing, codependency, addictions. You know, when we overdo it, we often want to numb out or, scroll on social media, smoke pot, drink alcohol, eat a bunch of sugar, watch uh, violent shows or whatever have you, filthy comedy, the devil, Capricorn. You know what it is that's blocking you. You're finding it's time to listen to the body with the pentacle here, to listen to where the heat is in the body, what's talking. It's illuminating with that creative energy, and that may be why a creative energy is felt stuck, because it's hanging out in the lower chakras, in the root chakras, because it wants to illuminate the what we don't want in our life, the what has been, that has created what we do want. The Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment, also indicates coming into a new cycle. Yeah, Ten of Wands, cycle has ended. You've put in a ton of work. Spirit has seen the work you've been putting in, seen how far you've come, and wants you to acknowledge it for yourself. Oh, I hope the sound wasn't out for too long. My microphone must have died. Well, here we are. I might have to re-record this. Let's just finish it anyways. Four of Cups. You've been reflecting. You're beginning to see what we've been holding on to, perhaps where we've been stubborn, where we've been trying to I really hope the sound worked out on this one. Sorry guys, I didn't charge my microphone. It shut off on me. I might just have to re-record this one. We shall see. Six of Wands. Six of Swords, sorry. Like I said, we're in a place of transition. Transiting from the old earth to the new earth. Fourth dimension to the fifth dimension. From duality to non-duality. Yes, the yes card, Ace of Swords. Potential for clarity, yes. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Where you've been causing yourself to suffer, to over labor, to where have you been, holding yourself out from receiving help, receiving assistance from others as well. Can go with that 10 of Wands energy. And Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yes, I am peace. And when my mind is clear, the way is clear. So I hope this found you on a lovely altitude today. Let's grab a couple of charms. And I'll have to listen, see if I need to re-record this. We've got the little red elephant with the red charm. Totally giving that Kali energy, alchemizing our any toxic lower energies, Capricorn, into knowing with that red gem as something we carry with a decoration of pride. Coming home to you with the birdhouse, coming home to that sense of flow, and the golden hummingbird. Yes, dancing with life, tapping into fertility, green Tara, following your heart, following the nectar of life. There's hummingbirds out there searching for that sugar, that nectar. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for joining. I'm Anthony with Aerie Intuitions. Your essence brings presence. I love you. Namaste.